Welcome to Alien Theorists Theorizing Power Hour. I'm Braden.
I'm Dello.
Dallo.
Oh,
Who the fuck
Byron.
is Dallo?
Sorry, guys.
Who the fuck
Just
is Dallo? That's the case file, whatever. Who's this random guy?
Yeah, that's
some blowing.
good question here. Well, we're going to take a bunch of questions and stuff, and
Celebrate the last recording of Pod Week.
yes.
Well, I guess not the last. We're going to play a little Friday the 13th after this. But
Yeah, but this is the little cherry on top. I'm a little fatigued.
doing a lot of sitting.
It's a long week.
A lot of sitting, yes.
Today, like just after lunch, I was like, guys, we have to walk somewhere. We
true.
have to move our bodies.
He said those exact things.
It's like we've been sitting for 5 days straight and then eating junk food during those 5 days.
And
Do
drinking
what you have to stay alive.
and drinking and smoking and
Hydrating.
everything in between.
It's hydrating.
Yeah. It has been a really fun week. We got tons done. We got
More done in this week than we have in the last.
Oh yeah,
6 months.
We've got some plans moving forward. We did a bunch of housekeeping stuff. Got some good ideas to keep growing the podcast. So no, very good. But I don't think since the four of us here, why don't we do a quick little backstory? If you were watched that Ouija live.
Prank we played on ATT.
Oh, 100% the greatest prank.
We shouldn't even say that.
Why?
We shouldn't have said that.
Why?
We should let people find out on their own.
Oh, well, this will come out after, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll make this come out after.
All right.
Oh, is this live streamed to the public?
Whatever.
Oh,
You already said it. You can't
Really
take it away
did.
now.
But it's worth watching, though.
it's worth
to find out what
yes.
it is.
It's worth watching.
How about we just leave it at that?
Yeah. Okay.
I showed my wife. She
I was like, why are
lost
we?
it.
Are we gonna go play
play
by
for
play for the whole thing?
No, I wanted to talk about the planning beforehand, but we'll do that another time. Maybe with him on here when he's not so upset with us.
It has to do with Andrew, and
when he's
you can
recovered.
figure the rest out.
Yeah. Yeah, it's worth a watch. That D&D last night was a time. We played for 4.5 hours.
As someone watching it, it was hilarious.
Yeah.
I absolutely loved watching it. It was great.
See, I was never sure because like every now and then we're getting into like stuff we don't know or asking questions, but I was hoping it was fun to play. So
Well, it was
I
good for me
hoping
because I've never actually played D&D myself. So, again, from an outsider, watching here, not knowing, it was great to see what was involved and how much is into it. And it was the characters, the voices is just hilarious. To it. And then the jumping in and out of character too was funny.
Yeah.
I loved it.
No, it's been a good week. Definitely a good week. We threw a couple messages out earlier for anyone to ask us questions in the pod week. Obviously, priority goes to all of our fans that are using Discord. So if you're not already on Discord, get on it. Black Ron Pond asks, you guys going to come back to Vegas or LA, maybe even as far as Roswell? I'd love to do a Roswell trip, actually.
There's a lot of places we want to go, so.
And there, without a doubt, we'll be back to LA and Vegas some point.
LA is probably a yearly trip. Vegas, I don't know about every year, but we'll be back.
Yeah, we'll be back one day.
It's just so easy to get to Vegas.
Mm.
You can
I've never been.
There's always a lot of stuff to do there too.
Yeah, you can go there. You can just have an action-packed 4 days and then get the fuck out.
Yeah.
You can't. 4 days is enough. Man, next time we go to Vegas, though, we'll try and we'll talk to our buddy there, Black Ron Pond. He'll give us maybe some more local stuff rather than hanging
Mainstream.
out buying beers from the corner store on the strip.
Dude, that's my favorite thing to
It was
do.
so fun.
Still having fun walking down the street.
Tall boys, man.
Yeah.
Tall boys and just
Walking in and out of casinos and just like play a
Hey,
couple dollars.
$1 here,
walk out.
couple beers.
It's pretty nice.
Okay, we got a bunch of questions on Instagram. I'm trying to sort through here. Let's go to the first one here. This is from Sherrad _ Bastola. What do you think about Starlink deploying 42,000 satellites eventually all around the globe?
Is that how many they're trying to do? 42,000?
I think so. If it's actually, I haven't seen. I want to see when they come across the sky because I want to see if they're that bright as they're being, as that one video says.
Yeah, it seemed like there was like a solid line of satellites.
Yeah.
Bright, like really bright though.
Yeah, well, the brightest objects in the sky for sure.
42,000?
That seems like
That seems like
insane.
too many. Is this for broadband internet for like rural
Be satellite internet
for like
media services,
mass
pretty much. To
mass service?
to be able to bring high-speed internet to rural areas and things like that. Yeah.
A lot of ignorance on my hand, but like, how do they not collide with one another?
Yeah,
They're at different heights. So they got a certain.
GPS.
And they can they change direction midair? They've got little
Yeah,
thrusters
they've got
on them.
Yeah, because they
Okay.
have to have
Positional thrusters.
readjustment thrusters, or else eventually they pull out of the
Yeah.
sky.
Gotcha. Okay, makes sense.
Yeah, I don't know how many how many are on each like plane.
Altitude.
So I'm going to raise my hand now.
Yes.
Is it like
Speed.
electric power? How do the thrusters work?
It's like just puffs of air.
It's just air, so it's like they have a little compressor that's run.
We'd have to have a battery, I guess, to get the compressor going, or solar.
I mean,
They-
they are
they're-
solar
sun's out
powered,
there. It would
be
like
solar
Solar
powered.
powered,
Solar
okay.
powered, yeah.
And then just
Yeah,
You think so?
it is space, so it's like it's not
Yeah.
like you need that much force to get going.
no, I just had never really given it a lot of thought.
You never
And then when
seen
you
like
said
the
that,
old like 2001: A Space Odyssey?
oh, I've seen that, yeah, but I was like in a little satellite because these are like little guys. They're not very big. I was wondering if that was the
How
same
big
thing.
are they?
I don't know.
How big do you think they are?
I'm embarrassed to say now.
Like, what do you think they're like? They're like bigger than a red box.
I thought they were as like big as a man.
Okay.
I was
Is it
thinking
too
like
small?
a small car, like a Golf or something like that.
How big are they?
For which satellite?
The Starlink satellites.
I'm gonna go with size of a man.
Size of a man? Okay.
That's what I would assume.
Okay, well, there's 42,000 of those kicking around. That's not that much.
Yeah, but now you get into the area. Someone Google me. Is it called the Kessler effect, where satellites crashing into each other set off a chain reaction of explosions, rendering our skies impassable. I'm pretty sure it's called the Kessler effect.
Kessler syndrome, also
Kessler
called
syndrome.
this Kessler effect, collisional cascading or ablation cascade, proposed by NASA scientist Donald J. Kessler, is a scenario in which the density of objects in low Earth orbit is high enough that collisions between objects could cause a cascade in which each collision generates space debris that increases the likelihood of further collisions. So yeah,
And
just
then
like,
eventually a cascading effect of blowing up satellites.
Massive domino effect.
and then we just have this like razor shards whipping around the Earth.
And you try and launch another satellite to space, and one of those things come flying in at 25,000 kilometers an hour,
Just punch holes in
right
it.
through. Boom!
Just shoot nukes up there and just incinerate it.
Yeah, clear the space.
Isn't that how it works?
You heard it here. How do you get rid of debris in your atmosphere?
Nuke
Nuke it.
Get rid of space junk. Nuke. So Trump.
Let's see. I've never.
What do we got? What's next?
Let me see here. Okay. This is responsible Raul _Raul.
Responsible, Raul.
Yeah. Would you clap them alien cheeks? Maybe after a couple beers.
Depends on the alien.
Depends on the alien.
Yeah.
Some of the movies out there, some damn good looking.
Yeah.
aliens
Like
out
we
there.
talking about that Fifth Element opera girl.
Oh.
No, I'm not
Lilu.
talking. She's Lilu's. She's an alien. I
Oh
guess,
yeah,
too.
yeah.
I was thinking of that like alien.
Didn't she have
Like-
the big?
Yeah.
No.
That
The
one.
diva.
Yeah, the
So the
diva.
first one that comes to my mind is Guardians of the Galaxy.
Ooh, Gamora.
Yeah.
Just like a
Cool.
Just a green human.
green human.
Uh,
Rockin' body though.
yes.
And then, well, I guess it's kind of not alien, but it's more like morph human. But if we go X-Men, Mystique.
Oh,
Oh,
like blue form too, or would you'd make her
well,
change?
if you got Mystique, yeah, you
She's-
could be she could be whoever you wanted.
I like. Give me the scales.
yeah, well, yeah,
Give me the
It's an
scales.
alien, so yeah, you gotta stick with scales.
yeah. You can't have them any form you want. It has to be their true form.
Yeah, exactly.
Um,
So the answer is yes.
yes. I think a resounding yes from everyone. Kev Ted, will you guys do a DB Cooper case file? Yeah, I don't see why not. One
Yeah.
day, DB Cooper. So he's got the money. He jumps out of the plane. The plane crashes.
He's gone.
He's gone missing with all this money.
It's
Maybe-
close to, it was a little over $1 million in today's money. It was about like I think it was like 200 and something thousand
Where
dollars.
where did he steal? Where was the money from?
He was just on the plane. He just robbed the plane.
Well, no.
robbed the plane.
Wait, that doesn't make sense. It would. How much money was it, Dan? $200,000 back then.
200 something thousand. Then now it's like a 1 million.
Yeah, but hold on. So if say he's jumped out of the plane and died, and there's that hidden money out there, that money's not worth $2 million now. If you find that money, it's only going to be $200,000.
Correct. Yes, but at the time of the heist of the
Yeah.
robbery, it was equivalent to $1 million now.
Yeah, yeah.
It is still just worth 200.
So if you find it, you instantly lose money.
Well, you don't lose
Well, I
money.
mean,
you
it's
gain
more money
you gain
than
money
you
than you
have.
have.
Well, yeah, okay.
Kidding.
But
You
in
had
your-
$0.
in what you're searching for, because people like, I always thought it was like $1 million. And
You're not looking for $1 million. You're looking for
you're
200.
200,000.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's a mystery case file.
That'd be a good one.
Yep, I believe it's the only unsolved case of aerial piracy.
Is there a
Only
lot of aerial?
unsolved?
Is there a lot of aerial piracy?
I mean, that's the thing. It's the only unsolved case.
There was. I
There was one other guy who I believe was like a copycat of DB Cooper, who tried to copycat DB Cooper and didn't work.
There's a guy, I remember I listened to a podcast on it, and I can't remember. And they actually talked to him in jail. And he did that. He like would go on a plane, he'd hijack it, he'd then get money from everyone, rob everyone, and he had a parachute and he jumped out and he crashed in the woods and like really hurt himself, and he walked out. And like cops in the area were looking for him, and the money ended up losing all the money because the parachute didn't come out for the money. And he tried it again, got arrested, went to jail, and then like wooed some lady over like pen pals to have this lady land a helicopter inside the jail he was in, and he jumped in and like took the helicopter, like stole the helicopter, escaped, like left the lady, like he would help. And they were like interviewing him, and it was pretty cool podcast. I'll try to figure out the name and tell you guys, but I was surprised too that it was a thing like back in the day of like people would go on and like hijack planes and take them. Used to be kind of an easy thing to do, I guess, easier than it is now.
You cannot get away with that now. We're having some stream issues, but nothing we can do about it. So we're start. Looks like my internet has been throttled.
Been using up too much of the internet.
I don't know.
Is that what's happening?
There's nothing we can do. It's just going from 4,000 kilobytes all over the map. It's a little choppy, but
Oh,
whatever.
well,
This is the podcast, so the podcast version will be normal.
yeah. I got Josh A. Smart. Any of you guys ever seen a UFO?
Negative.
Never seen. I've had an experience with some metal grinding and like the winds picking up really weird. I've told it before on the podcast a couple times, so I've had kind of a weird experience, but I never saw anything.
You and Mr. Conspiracy got scared in the woods.
Yeah. But I mean, every now and then I've seen lights in the sky, but I'm like, I don't know if they're UFO or not. I'd just be like,
The only
North
UFO I
of Mars.
seen, which wasn't actually a UFO, but at the time it was I watched the International Space Station docking.
yeah.
It's like there was like two stars, and they were kind of like going across the horizon, and they're kind of like circling each other, and then they merged into one star.
That's
We'd also just taken mushrooms.
Yeah.
It was a long time ago.
And then we found out like a couple days later because we were all like, was that real? Did we really see that? And
That's
then, like,
wicked.
in the news, it was like, oh, lucky sightseers could have seen the docking last night on a clear night of the International Space Station. And it's like, oh, that's what we saw, 100% then.
Yeah, but it was a UFO at the time. We're like, oh, dude, what is that?
Yeah.
That's sweet. Me personally, nothing. Nah. Dan?
Nothing that I found unexplainable.
Yeah.
No,
Not yet, at least.
not yet.
We're always looking.
Always.
I feel like now that we've talked about UFOs and aliens so much, if we did and we said we did, but you're a
You
fucking
guys
liar.
wouldn't believe us. Yes, you'd be like, you just do
Fucking
it for the
liars.
show.
Like, no, dude, I fucking seen it. The craft came down and landed right in front of my house, left this triangle mark. Like, nope, there's no way that's real. So now I pretty much can never see one.
This one's, we wouldn't even tell you if we did now. Just keep it to ourselves. Charmander of Gryffindor. Is Trump a diversion to hide the Matrix? Dan.
Is Trump a diversion
To
to
hide the
the
Matrix.
Matrix?
Wow.
Sure.
What?
Sure.
Sure.
What do you?
I think Trump's proof of a Matrix. Because I'm like, this is the only way we're in a simulation, and this is how all this can go on.
They're just trying to see how much we can actually take before we realize it's all bullshit.
Yeah, they're like, how bad can we run this computer before they realize it's a computer?
I like that.
They're like, we can't even make up new characters now. We got to reuse celebrity show people.
And they're just toying with Simpsons playing it first.
Yeah, exactly. Simpsons did it first.
Hey Byron, what's a shoey?
A shoey. So it's when it depends on which way. At a very base level, you just grab a shoe, fill your beer, chipper in, and then drink the beer out of the shoey. I know back in school, in uni and stuff like that, it used to be a bit of a challenge to grab a young lass from the dance floor and, hey, can I borrow your shoe? And tip it in the chick's shoe. Fucking disgusting.
And you just fuck up her shoe.
Yeah, but you're real cool because you're drinking out of a shoe. I never did this myself. I witnessed other guys do it. I was like, it's fucking like toe fungus and like she's dancing on the floor. Like, this is not a good shoe.
It's a sweaty shoe.
It's fucking not good.
And then like, I can't imagine that the lady after was ever like,
Oh yeah,
yeah,
thanks.
wow.
Now let's just put my foot back in this
Soggy shoe.
beer-soaked fucking
yeah.
shoe, slipper, or whatever it is.
And women's shoes are expensive.
Yeah.
Women's clothes are expensive, man.
You'll see Daniel Ricciardo is pretty famous for it in the F1, Aussie driver. Couple of wins. He's got up there on the podium with the champagne, tipped it into his race boot and done a shoey out of his race boot. So
After the race?
After the race.
That's
Yeah.
that, dude, I can only imagine how much you sweat as an F1 driver. Like, how gross would your boot be by the end of that fucking
Not
4-hour race?
So, yeah, I don't know if it is a Aussie started thing, but it's definitely a very
This is what
common
happens
Aussie
when
thing.
you let convicts run the prison.
Exactly.
This is what happens.
But yeah, that's a shoey.
That's a shoey. There you go.
Never done one.
Someone said, Byron, do a shoey.
Do a shoey. No, I don't have any shoes on.
Yeah, and listen, any shoe that's in this room, you do not want to be doing a shoe out of.
I brought me thong. It's not going to work. Actually, it'd be like a slide. I've seen that done before. Thong is flip-flop for those
Again, we
North
give
Americans.
priority to Discord questions. We got one from our buddy Agent Anderson. For anyone, do you think extraterrestrials have been here? If yes, what specific case or sighting do you think best supports the ET hypothesis?
He's asking hard-ass
Yeah,
questions.
softballs from Discord,
Softballs from
please.
Discord.
Serve some underhands. I think they've been here. I don't think it's. I wouldn't say there's one case that, to my mind, that's like this is the 100% the reason why. But like having started this podcast and then looking into things, I think there's a few really good things that loosely tie together that make enough sense to me. One of them is Operation High Jump and why they were going down there and what they found. I think they found crafts. I think they brought them back. I think they flew those crafts, and I think they crashed them in Roswell. So I think there's a couple cases that really point to that. And yeah, that's what I think. Operation High Jump and Roswell, to me, are two of the, I think, point to it most evidence anyways.
Yeah, I believe in aliens. Now, are those aliens here? Have they be coming here a long time? Probably. If I'm going to go with aliens or have visited Earth, I bet you they've been coming here since we started. And you can go ancient aliens and they instilled civilization, but maybe not. Maybe they're just. It makes more sense to me that we're just like kind of scientists, just checking it out.
100%.
Come in here, like, what are these monkeys up to? So
I'd agree.
I believe, but
I'd agree with that. Like, for them to come here and us not have proof, they clearly must be more superior than us. And they're, like you said, it's kind of like
they separate themselves.
An ant farm for us almost, where they're just like looking at us through the glass and say, "Oh, let's just watch them." Way back in the day, still trying to find their way around
And they slowly abduct people
stuff.
one at a time here and there to keep up with us, see if we're changing.
Yeah.
Dan?
I think the best case for extraterrestrials visiting Earth is probably, If anything, it's just the fact that the U.S. government had dedicated resources to Project Blue Book, and the fact that in those investigations there are at least over 100 cases that were
Completely
unexplainable.
unexplained.
That the scientists had no idea, and they said that these things, perhaps some of these things, could be intelligent. I mean, they didn't rule that there's no such thing as UFOs. Like the final ruling was like they're just not a threat to national security. So it's just not prudent to spend the resources to continue the investigations. I mean, that's why it got shut down, or got shut down.
Got renamed more like
Shut
it.
down.
Um,
Budget reallocated.
Yeah.
So the fact that actually went on, I mean, is good. It's good evidence for there's something out there.
Yeah, I mean, and that was not like just a bunch of nobodies.
Yeah.
Air Force and scientists all trying to debunk this stuff. And they couldn't debunk it all. I mean, a lot of stuff can easily be debunked through weather phenomenon. But there's some stuff, and you're like, Venus? Lighthouse?
Swamp gas?
Swamp gas? All the time? Constantly? Like, especially like the new, like those new videos through...
Oh, I didn't even think of those. Those are perfect examples of UFOs.
like the gimbal and the Tic Tac and like those like Commander David Fravor and like
A-tip ones, yeah.
A-tip ones, man. Those are cool ones.
You can go and listen to Commander David Fravor like talk about them, and he seems like a normal dude, and he seems to have his wits about him.
Well, he knows exactly what's happening in the
Yeah.
video.
Yeah, and he's like, it's
Because some people debunk it. They're like, well, they weren't reading their instruments right. It was actually they're zoomed out. They were zoomed in really far, so it looked like it was going faster. And this guy's like, no, let's go through the video one step at a time. He like goes through all the stuff on the screen. He's like, this was a 1.5-minute video. This thing was beyond our aerial capabilities by like it's not even close. That's what he said. And it's like that kind of stuff is so cool.
Thanks for the question, Agent Anderson. Got another one here from on Discord. Saturn Star. Any ideas about the cicada puzzles? Those were the Cicada 3301.
Like the internet messages or whatever.
Yeah,
they
it was
were?
like the internet puzzles. I can't really remember, but they were listed as some of the top 5 eeriest unsolved mysteries of the internet. And they thought the puzzles were recruitment tools for the NSA, CIA, M16, or Masonic conspiracy, or cyber mercenary groups. No one's ever taken credit or attempted to monetize it. I think it was just puzzles and weird stuff and like really, really hard, I guess. Sudoku.
Sudoku is hard. Sudoku is hard enough, man. You ever try to do an advanced Sudoku?
Yeah.
Fuck.
So,
I don't know anything really about that. I can't really make a comment.
It's interesting. We should do one. We should do one where we look more in on it because there's some cool stuff on it. I remember. I think maybe we might have done it on a Power Hour with Mr. Conspiracy one time, but yeah, it's weird that it's never taken and it's changed over time. I remember there was different puzzles that popped up. So yeah, that'd be an interesting one. I don't know too much. I think it would be, if anything, it's some
genius in his basement.
I think they're outsourcing an issue that maybe they're not.
They can't solve it. They're trying
They
to see
can't
if
solve it. They're
somebody else
outsourcing
out
it,
there
yeah.
can.
Outsourcing a piece of something, right?
Or linking in the two questions together. It is some alien form out there that is just throwing these out there to see whether anyone's
So if we're smart enough,
getting close to meeting anywhere close to there.
can these
level
guys
of
solve the issue of fusion? Nope, not yet.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll
Working
give
on
it a
it.
few more years.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We'll come back.
So to link them together, that could be a possibility as well. Or like I said, it is some sort of government that's just like, shit, we've got no idea about this. Let's see if some real smart Rain Man person's out there that can just do this.
Family Feud on 5. It's a great movie. I think that's what he liked to watch. I can't remember. Family Feud?
I don't know.
Wheel of Fortune. What did Rain Man
remember.
like? I don't remember.
I don't remember.
I don't think I'll watch it.
I got Darth Danny Rue asking, you wake up mid-probe. What do you say to the pervert alien?
Add some more lube.
Put me back under, man. Why am I waking up? You're that advanced and you're not going to give me the right sedative? Wake up halfway through?
Well, they want you to wake
You
up.
call that a probe?
Yeah.
I've eaten bigger probes for breakfast.
Do you eat probes for breakfast? Yeah, I don't know. Probably. Ah!
I would probably break the probe.
Clench
so hard.
My probe
That's-
now.
But then you get bleeding.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't be able to control it. I would just
Yeah,
snap it off.
Be like a
Natural
human
reactions.
popsicle at that point. Just
Oh no!
How big of a probe would you need to put someone's butt to really get the information you need? Small.
what information from my butt could you not get from
A lot
anywhere
of
else?
shit. That's what you're gonna get from your butt.
Yeah.
The information's gonna be shit.
They want to see I don't know,
Literally.
I mean,
temperature.
gets your food and your dietary. Like,
You get your stool, you get your temperature, you get like a whole bunch of stuff.
This is a good one here. This is another one for Saturn Star. And this is the only personal question I'll ask because it's funny. Saturn Star asks, who really killed JFK? However, the more important question is Dan single, asking for a friend. Hashtag. So first off, who really killed JFK? Get out of here, you hobo! We're in the middle of recording. What are you doing?
I'm surprised Andrew's back in studio.
Andrew's made it back. He's returned.
Been a few days to digest Ouija.
I don't know. Don't worry. After Power Week, this is it.
He's anywhere over there. Thanks, brother.
Who really killed JFK? Dan, are you single?
Who really killed JFK? Would I do? We did read about they make a good case for LBJ and like the mafia, like going through the mafia to set up a hit on JFK to avoid going to prison for some shady deals that he did during his political career in Texas. So there's some things in there, but I think it's kind of between CIA and mafia, like pulled the trigger.
Yeah, it had been a coordinated effort.
No, it's not something that you just kind of pull off by yourself. So it's not like, I wouldn't say it was like a single person, of course, but it definitely had to be a group of people.
Yeah, if it was one person who actually fired all the shots, it was a group behind him making it all so it went as it did. That's what I think.
100%.
Part 2 of that question.
Was there a part 2?
Yes.
All right, next question. Celestial _ Crystal. If you could have dinner with one person or being, dead or alive, who would it be?
Well, I want them alive at the table.
Yeah, hopefully
Yeah,
alive.
that's a very good question.
It'd be a very quiet dinner if they were
Yes.
I just really want to say Jeff.
Just Jeff?
Jeff?
Jeff Epstein.
Oh, yeah.
Too soon?
Ask him.
Grande.
You're gonna. I thought he meant Amigo Grande too. You're gonna get a Stone Cold Stunner.
Yep, here we go.
Any person, alive or dead.
I've always wanted, because there's so many stories about Nikola Tesla and tech that he had that never got developed.
That'd be a good one.
Tell me, what'd you have? What'd you really have? Did you just have a bunch of ideas that sounded really cool, or did you actually have some substance that people are like, well, this doesn't make money, so we're going to bury it?
Yeah, that'd be a good one. And even get some of his drawings and stuff. Be like, explain some of this to me.
Yeah, I know. You just draw it out. I'll figure it out.
Yeah, I'll sell them. I don't know. Now, if I revive them from the dead, could they tell me, say who their killer was, or would they just be surprised? Like, I don't fucking know what happened.
That was my thought.
Yeah. I don't know. That's a really tough question because there's so many people. Nicolas Cage, and why did you do the movie Mandy?
Which we just watched. It was actually awesome.
Yeah,
Fucking great.
100%.
We've been watching some good B horror movies this week.
Yes.
Some of the best.
We should really review. What the hell was that movie called today? Street
We watched two.
Trash?
Street trash.
Street
Street
trash.
Trash. The weirdest movie
I only came in for the last 20 minutes of that, and it was
That movie
unbelievable.
that was
everywhere.
a trip.
Dan, who would you go for dinner with?
I'd probably go for dinner with. It's gonna be between JFK or Theodore Roosevelt.
Oh, he's going presidents. He's going
Teddy.
presidents.
It'd be one of them. It'd be interesting. I think. Theodore Roosevelt would be cool because he's my favorite president. He's fucking the manliest man to ever.
That's the guy. He was
be a
like the
man.
hunter and
He
everything.
killed everything hunted everything on every continent. Dude is a legit war hero. Just manly man. Cowboy, like everything.
You
It's
heard
just,
it.
like,
Dan
cool.
signaling he likes manly men.
But he established our National Park Service. I would like to know his opinion on what our
Someone's
situation
crushing.
is now, where it is now.
Crushing hard.
Byron, who you got?
Who you got, Byron?
Jeff?
Oh yeah, you said that. I forgot. Andrew, when you lean in here, who would you have dinner with?
Stanley.
Oh, that's a good
Oh,
one.
Stanley. That's a good
Good
one.
one. We got another question from Ken_NASA on Discord. This is a big one. What about beef jerky prices? People are worrying about gas prices, but beef jerky prices have gone through the roof.
Oh, dude.
They've got up like
let me tell you
75%.
something, brother. You go to a Max for a late night beef jerky. It's like $9 for a
That's
tiny
insane.
little fucking pack.
No, I get those are my go-to at work.
I was reading an article about that the other day. I feel like I was reading an article about like how the price of beef jerky has like skyrocketed.
Yeah.
It's fucking worth. It's gonna be worth more than gold.
Should
The small
invest.
packs are $6.99. The big packs are fucking 10.
That's ridiculous,
It's
man.
insane.
We got to get in the dried cured meat.
Yeah, we gotta. Can we invest?
What is it?
How do we invest in dried meats?
What is that? Big meat industry?
Invest in big meat.
dried meat industry?
Big meat.
Is that part of
Yeah.
Big Snack?
Kangaroo jerky's fucking pretty good.
How are the
There's a
prices?
shitload of the basket. Well, they're pretty expensive because they're normally in the airports.
You heard it here. Braden wants to get into big meat.
They're normally in the airports as like a touristy thing, but again, it's a pest. Cull them, dehydrate them, industry done. Actually, I thought about starting up a business here in Canada, getting the kangaroos over and
Ship
shipping
it-
because the meat's fucking delicious.
I've had a kangaroo burger. It wasn't.
I
bad.
wouldn't
It's
say it
pretty
wasn't. I'd
Yeah,
say it's
you could,
good.
You could start a little kangaroo farm where they
It's
come and
super
pet them,
lean.
and then when they get big, we kill them.
There is one very close to here.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a kangaroo farm just down the road.
We got another question from Warren3985 on Discord. What's your favorite unsolved mystery or theory? Ooh,
Man, hard questions
that's
out of the
hard.
blue.
Yeah, they're tossing some fastballs at us.
This is really tough at the end of the week for the boys. Just
yeah,
for the record.
our brains are noodled.
Been theorized to exhaustion.
Unsolved mystery. Oh, I don't know. I'm a big murder mystery fan, so like, I know we've talked about the Zodiac Killer.
I know mine. What happened at Dyatlov Pass?
Ooh, yeah,
good
that yes,
What happened there?
Yeah,
yeah,
that's a pretty good.
that's a good one.
That's an awesome one.
I concur.
I'm pretty sure mine is because they haven't found it yet. I would like to know where Attila the Hun is buried.
Is that a mystery? They don't know where?
Don't know where he was buried. When he was buried, he was supposed to be carried off by a certain group of people. Then everybody who buried him was killed. They killed, like all the guards killed.
So no one
yeah,
could find him.
So nobody could find him.
So
Nobody
whoever
could find
came
his
back
body.
from burying him got killed.
And they killed themselves.
Oh, they killed themselves.
So the people would kill all the attendants of the people who dragged out there and built the grave, and then the guards would kill themselves.
I don't like that time of history. I wouldn't want to be those people.
I would have been the last guy that's like, all right, yeah, let's do it.
Let's all
and
do
then
it.
be like,
Nope, and run away.
I'm pretty sure it's him or Genghis Khan. It's one of those.
Pyramids for me. I
Pyramids?
just want to know exactly
Mm.
how, why, all the mathematics that go into all that sort of shit. Like,
I forget we don't know anything about the pyramids. Damn
Just-
it.
really want to know that
That's a
one.
good one, too.
Andrew?
He thinks, he ponders. He pondered.
Raiders of the Lost Ark. I want to know.
But the
Like-
Holy
I
Grail?
want to know if the Holy Grail is real deal. I want to know what it was. I want to know if it was a person or if it was an actual artifact, and what the story behind it is, the real story.
The real story.
The true story. That's a good one.
That's a good one.
We got one more from Snoogans. Joan Rivers, Oprah, Britney Spears. Fuck one, marry one, kill one. Britney Spears, Oprah, Joan Rivers. For me.
Fuck, marry, kill in that order?
Yeah. I think Joan Rivers.
She's already dead, isn't she?
No, but she's annoying.
What did Joan Rivers even look like? I don't even know. I don't have a picture of Joan Rivers in my mind.
Joan
She's a lot of
She
plastic
talks
surgery.
like this, kind of.
I murder her.
She's
a comedian.
Not like
No,
that.
she's a comedian. But I'm just thinking Oprah's gonna like give me the lavish lifestyle I deserve.
But are you going to be Stedman 2.0? That guy's taken care of.
Yeah.
You're fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you do whatever.
You can start your kangaroo farm.
I'd marry Oprah.
Yeah.
Personal
Yeah.
project.
That's what I'm saying. It's like the money.
You'd be a kept man.
Yeah.
Can I take Britney from Hitman? Can I pick which Britney?
Yeah, which version of Britney Spears?
Bald Britney.
That's like 16-year-old Britney, though. You don't want that.
She wasn't 6.
18-year-old.
She was
Britney.
young,
She
Byron.
was real young.
Yeah, but we were.
I was that age.
No
too.
wonder
Yeah,
why
we-
you want to have
You're
dinner
not
with.
anymore.
No wonder why you have dinner with Jeff. Eh?
Oh,
You guys, you guys get
See there,
along.
horn. Bing, 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 bing. Sing burn. God, Andrew got punked. Woo! Fuck you. All right. Let's see. This one's a specific question for Andrew
you're facing
Jason
that
Bell _
Fireball.
How does Andrew feel about Matt Stafford from the Detroit Lions?
Guy's a golden god. I
A
love him.
golden
I
god.
doubt he's playing this weekend, but I love that man. He's one of the toughest sons of bitches in the NFL.
Hasn't he been injured at like 4 separated shoulders and something?
But hey, he started his season being one of the most injury-prone players of all time. He led a game-winning drive against the Cleveland Browns in his rookie year with a separated shoulder. Guy's a badass.
All right, that's how he feels about Stafford.
Yeah, no one else get input. It was only to Andrew.
Good. Because none of you guys even know who he is.
Who's the
I
quarterback
vote
for
against.
the Lions?
I take
Like-
the opposite team from the Lions every week in my picks because
That didn't work out for you for the first or the second game and third game of the year, so fuck you.
it's worked out pretty good over the last 3 years though. Since I started playing fantasy football.
Overall, it's been
Okay,
a solid strategy.
quick. This is a question for the group. How many melted candies are in this one candy?
I think that's 2.5.
Zelly has not stopped this entire weekend. He's still drinking a fucking bottle of Fireball
It's
and
facing
eating
the
edibles.
bottle.
Our
of
stream just-
Fireball. It's
Oh,
gross.
thanks, Oriana, for making our heart stop for a second there.
Jesus.
She was like, stream stopped. Nope, never mind.
Our stream is just for whatever reason
False alarm.
Listen, it's like a factory in here. Like we've got everything's at critical level to run all this stuff. Steezy _Kevin _000. Have you guys seen the child trafficking in Disney's Pinocchio? Pinocchio, that's the word. It's crazy. I haven't seen Pinocchio
Since I was 12.
Since I was 12.
12, really?
Maybe
We're
6.
talking like 5 or 6.
Yeah, so
12.
I was like two things. I was like one.
You watched Pinocchio when you were 12.
I doubt
Don't take the high road on this one.
I was like-
I'm gonna disagree.
I was. Let's find out one. Well, no, it came out a long
Fantasia,
time.
Pinocchio.
came out before we were born.
Yeah, but it was a re-release though, probably in the mid '90s.
My
They
grandma,
let
my
that on
grandma
the
only
Disney
had
Vault.
like 10 movies at her house and no
I mean, when they
cable.
released it
Oh,
on
listen,
VHS,
listen.
like we
You
would
have
had
2 younger siblings. There was 100% time there where Pinocchio was on that TV while you were there.
I'm telling you right now, Pinocchio was never on the fucking top 10
You're
list.
gonna look at me right now.
I'm
and
gonna
tell
look
me,
at you dead ass in the eyes.
and you don't know the story of Pinocchio.
I know the story about it. I didn't watch it when I was 12.
13, eh?
When I was busy watching Power Rangers when I was 12. I didn't have time for that shit.
I couldn't even tell you. I know
I
his
have no
nose
idea.
grows.
Geppetto really wanted a son.
Wow, you
So he
said
made a fucking puppet.
you know their names.
And I know
eh?
there's Jiminy Cricket too.
So you have watched it.
When you
Yeah.
when
you
I was
were
like
12.
5 or 6.
Great memory, this guy.
Yeah, wow.
It's an impressionable movie. There was a lot of child trafficking in it.
I,
I was worried about it. I had to watch it for a child trafficking report I was writing for school.
Really?
No.
No.
It's like,
this
No,
this
you
one's
idiot.
for me. Full _milk. Why do you guys even let Braden read? Well, practice
yeah.
makes
It's good.
better.
It's a good
Practice makes
question.
better.
We didn't let him. He just took over the
He needs
segment early on.
practice.
So this is what I'm going to do, guys. I'm going to read for 10 minutes every episode. And we went, all right.
Okay.
Oh, good.
We usually get up and go to the bathroom when he's doing it.
We got
Let's go break.
Matthew Speck Photography. Why
Shout out.
didn't you guys? This is his handle. Why didn't you guys play the elevator game at the Cecil Hotel?
That's why we let him
And
read.
there's another person who joined at Full Milk also said, why did you guys pussy out on going to the Cecil Hotel and play the elevator game? It was closed for
Yeah.
renovations.
Cecilia?
Building was
Cecile.
closed.
Cecil.
Cecil
The
Hotel.
Cecil? I thought it was the Cecile. Yeah.
Cecil.
I think we pronounced it Cecile, I think, the first time, but I think it's actually just
Cecil.
Cecil or Cecil Hotel.
It was closed when we were there. You couldn't go in. It was under renovations.
Under Renos, we tried to pull
We
the
tried
door.
to pull the doors open.
Locked.
We did everything. It had those doors open. We would have went in. But at the slightest opportunity for us not to do it, we did.
Oh, the doors are locked. There's,
doors
probably,
locked.
there's probably a guy coming to walk and let us in. He's like, "What do you guys want to do? You want to play the game?"
Oh, doors locked. We're out. See ya.
Well, we'll see.
That's unfortunate. Scope.
Then we got Hey Zell, rig rundown maybe. Guitars, heads you like or aspire to own.
I'll give you my current rig rundown.
Rug down?
My rug down. Rig rundown for Zell from Lucky Monkey is a Gibson SG Supreme 2016 Emerald Burst finish, an orange Rockerverb 50, an assortment of Tom Morello inspired pedals. I use pretty much all through the FX loop, and no EQ pedal, just all amp sound. Guitar sounds all in the fingers. I don't care what people say.
This is a good question for the group. Jess Suber asked, "What are your favorite movies about aliens, cryptos, anything conspiracy?" Mars Attacks. Dude, I love Mars Attacks. Great movie, great cast, big budget B movie.
Big
Love it.
budget B movie.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
Dano?
I have watched a lot, so yeah, come back to me in a second.
My favorite alien movie? Is that what we're talking? Alien or cryptid movie?
Cons-
Let's
Or
start
conspiracy.
with Alien. Let's start with Alien movies. I'm sure we all have a favorite Alien movie.
Oh, I really like the concept of The Day That Earth Stood Still.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a cool one.
That's actually a really good film too.
He's sent here. He's sent here and then has to be born here to become part of the planet. Like, I like that one a lot. As far as alien movies go,
What? That's the new one? You're talking about the new one or the old one?
I like the new one because that's the only one I've seen. I've never seen the 1950s or whatever it was.
Okay. I was like, oh yeah. I was like, what? Born here. Okay. I haven't seen the new one. I've only seen the old one. Like,
Oh, he
2 or
wasn't
3
born
times.
here in the early one.
No.
I didn't
He
think he was born here on the new one either.
He was born as a human here,
Yes, but they like the egg landed on Earth.
and then he came out
Yeah,
as a human.
as a human.
So he was born on Earth.
But
Yeah.
yeah, it's like Alien. It's like the egg.
Conceived in space and born on Earth.
Yes,
Yeah.
the egg
pretty
was
much.
huge
Yeah,
too.
that is not in that movie.
Yeah.
Next,
What was your What was your movie?
Well, I
Dan?
thought we were still going.
Oh,
we're coming back to Dan.
Come back.
Predator for me.
Predator.
Oh, Predator.
Not the crossover
Which
with
one?
with the alien.
Oh, yeah.
Where it's like
Alien
the
versus
aliens
Predator,
were
I
there
think,
for
is
the
you're looking for?
predators. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there was heaps of them afterwards as well.
I love that first one.
Yeah, I was gonna say the first one. Second one was really good too because it was my first time seeing Muff on TV. That's a big moment for me.
With the Donald Glover.
Yeah.
What scene?
I just remember this woman's being held back and she's wearing a robe and Predator comes in and starts shooting everybody and she goes to run away and she gets shot in the back and it's just full frontal. So me and my buddy, I think we rewound that about 14 times.
Set up a pillow for it between the two of you.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
But you know what movie I really like is for aliens is Attack the Block. Have you guys seen that?
Yeah, with the.
No, I haven't.
Oh fuck, it's a good movie. It's a really good movie. I highly recommend it if you haven't seen it.
Attack of the Block.
Attack the Block.
Attack the Block.
Basically, it's like aliens invade London, and it kind of takes a point of view of them invading like the projects, like the low income housing where a lot of the gangbangers and shit live. So it's like gangbangers versus aliens. It's pretty gangster.
Probably say favorite is Earth Girls Are Easy.
Earth
Ooh.
Girls.
With Jeff Goldblum, Gina
Yeah.
Davis,
Earth Girls
David
Are
Wayans,
Easy.
and Jim Carrey.
It's not what I was expecting.
This is a good movie. And Jeff Goldblum is fucking amazing. And Gina Davis is still pretty hot in that one. That's what I would say.
Definitely thought that was a X-rated.
Nope.
RDG.
Comedies.
Um,
Comedies, early 90s, late 80s.
Parody, that's what I was thinking.
Thoughts on this from Claudia? She
89.
sent this via Instagram. Thoughts on Slender Man? Can't remember if y'all have talked about it.
Is that like Shadow Man?
No, Slenderman's like the tall,
big,
skinny
tall-
one.
Slenderman's
Yeah.
the creepypasta guy. He's no
from a video
face,
game.
big tall guy,
Yeah.
wears a
Right.
suit.
Yeah, interesting. Definitely made up by the internet, but I mean, there was 12-year-old girls that killed another girl. Well, attempted to kill another girl to sacrifice her to Slenderman. So
Oh, that's what they said. That was their plea, but whatever.
you don't think so? You think it was just a bullying and they came up with that story afterwards? You think they're that fucked up?
I think their lawyer was like, "You need to say this shit because
You gotta-
it's the
you
only
gotta
way
make
you're not going to
something
go.
up.
This is the only way you're not going to go to prison forever."
One of my students in Oz had an obsession with Slender Man and drawing Slender Man, and it was like freaking out the other kids. It was a little bit of a weird one as well.
Yeah.
But
I think his mom was doing a couple too many shoeies.
I choose not to comment on that. But yeah, like he was drawing Slender Man all the time in his work. I was like, "What the heck is this Slender Man?" He's like, "Oh yeah, he's like come and grab souls and shit." I was like, "Okay,
A plus.
Stay on that kid's list.
don't come after me, buddy."
Here's a candy bar. Let's never talk ever again.
See what else we got for questions.
There's a few on Discord.
Is there a few more on Discord now?
Take a couple more questions, then see if anyone wants to do a quick call in. Take a quick caller.
Yeah, if anyone wants to call, the number is 213-261-4256. That's 213-261-4256. You can call now. We'll take a story, ask a question live, whatever you want to do. It's a Los Angeles number.
What was that number again? One more time.
213-261-4256.
4256.
You can go ahead and give a call in. Let's see if there's any other questions. Can we get a retelling of Two Kicks? No, you got to go find that episode and listen to the tale of two kicks. We should still try to get that guy on one time.
I could Facebook message him.
Yeah. You think you remember? I
Oh,
think
God, no.
he's probably a guy. He's probably two kicking a lot of people.
Well, I was just gonna say that guy's made a career out of 2 kicks.
Yeah. No, we're currently. Oh, can you imagine? This is from. I don't know what the name is. So if this is your question, you know who it is. Could you imagine if reality was like Rick and Morty? Well, it's just a multiverse theory we kind of talked about on the last case file. Multiverses. So, just be an infinite.
Reality could be like Rick and Morty then.
Yeah. I think that's why that show's so good, because they play on a lot of.
You can do anything.
Yeah.
Anything.
I'd want to be on SEAL Team Rick's.
Oh.
They got fucking murdered though.
Would have went out in the blaze of glory. It's fine.
All right, we got. Ooh, okay, we got one more. This is from Snoogan. She didn't like her first fuck, marry, kill. She said it was too easy.
Yeah. So you can't give another fuck, marry, kill.
Well, she said go with this one. It's a little better. Sigourney Weaver, Natasha Henstridge from Species, Jane Fonda in Barbarella.
I'll kill Jane. I'll kill Jane all day long.
Jane Fonda as in Barbarella.
How tall is Natasha Henstridge? Sigourney Weaver's huge, right?
I have no idea, to be honest. All three of these. I know Sigourney Weaver. I can picture the girl from Species.
Jane Fonda from Barbarella. I know
Jane Fonda.
Yeah.
I know Jane Fonda. I don't like Jane Fonda. She's getting murdered.
One of those fucking made-for-TV movies that I did was with. She was the lead.
Jane Fonda?
A Sister's Nightmare. No, Natasha Henstridge.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So what's she on your list? You've met her in person?
Yeah, you guys hung out.
She
You guys
didn't
had
know-
lunch together or what?
She didn't hold up that well.
No?
No. If you want to check her out in the last few years, check out A Mother's Nightmare. You'll see Officer Sanchez, played by myself. Premiered on the Women's
Did you
Network.
plug it harder?
Yeah. You can find that on IMDb.
Yeah, is that on
I'm
your
kind of
IMDb?
famous. I'm a little bit of a big deal.
People know me.
You guys want headshots? Email me. I'll send them to you.
I'm going marry Sigourney Weaver. I'm killing Natasha. I guess I'm sleeping with Jane Fonda. And hopefully Sigourney Weaver doesn't find out because she'd tear me apart. She's huge.
It's like definitely can't kill Sigourney Weaver because I feel like she'd rip me apart as well, like rip me in half.
Yeah, I was like, that's an option where you die. I think you're gonna kill her.
I'd probably be the same for me. I'd marry Sigourney Weaver because she's a
Legend.
she's a legend. I think she's very attractive. And then probably I'd fuck Jane Fonda. She in Barbarella because damn, she's fucking hot in that one. Where they put her in like the Orgasmotron or whatever. Fuck, that's like the best. That's like the best. And Natasha.
Finding out
Henstridge
some
can-
deep secrets about Dan today.
Yeah,
I never liked Species, so whatever.
What was the movie shoot? Barbarella?
Yeah,
Barbarella, yes.
I was in prime, man.
Byron's
Turn.
quickly checking out.
Like young Raquel Welch as well. Oh man, those are like.
Okay.
Byron's making up his
Yeah.
mind.
It kind of reminds me of a Austin Powers.
It's a trippy movie. Barbarella, like it's crazy.
We have to put that on tomorrow morning.
It's weird. I don't even. I might have Amazon Prime.
I know. I think I'm gonna have to kill her. Sorry, Jane. Just because it's similar to
She just got arrested the other day.
Andrew with
Yeah, kill Jane Fonda.
the Predator. I think Species is the first one where it was real chick, full body, naked. For me, it was like
Was that early memory, was it?
she had the
Formative
slick back,
years.
wet hair too in that one too.
yeah.
Yeah.
I remember going to the VHS.
I mean, coming out of the tank or whatever.
Yeah.
Going to the VHS store and looking at the back, and it's like nudity. I was like, oh, let's hire this.
Yeah.
And they're like trying to sneak it in there without mum realizing it.
Yeah, what's going on?
What's this
This looks
species?
cool.
It's a documentary, Mom.
It's about aliens and stuff.
Yeah.
There's no.
It's a documentary, Mom. It's about
Boobies in
nature's and
You're
birds
palming
and
it to
stuff.
the table. Just get it. Silver Wolf asked, have you ever heard the theory that humans have been around for tens of thousands of years,
We
living
have.
through extinct events that reset civilization?
Oh, I like this one.
Let's hear it.
Well, we've talked
Wait,
about it, but
that is the theory.
That's the theory.
Oh, you just like the question?
I like the theory that we have become more advanced than we give ourselves credit for, and for whatever type of cataclysm, whether it be localized or global, we lose that technology, and then you have to reset yourself. Because if you look at some of the building in like ancient Egypt and Peru, like those crazy stone, not even necessarily just the pyramids, like actually like the stonework itself, like the stone walls all interlocked together,
The precision of it.
like 14-sided stones, and they're linked, they're all joined together, but they're not even joined in like straight lines. If some of those walls have fallen apart, and in the rocks are actually, they're 7 or 8 and 9-sided, but then the rocks join like they cup together. They're not like straight cuts, so it's even more precise if you were to knock down one of the walls. And there's no explanation of how you could build like that.
Mycenac.
Oh, my cynic.
Mycenac.
People are asking, but Dan already said
I already
that
made
he
my-
only
yeah.
tells those
I tell it in person,
in person.
and I gotta be really drunk.
You got to buy Dan about 14 drinks,
Yeah.
and then he will tell you one of the greatest stories ever told.
No, there's even more though. It's got to be a certain event. So it's like you've got to come to a live event. Then when we go and have the meet and greet
Tomorrow
after,
night.
you got to slip Dan, because Dan's a pretty cautious drinker. He doesn't just
He goes steady.
go steady, but he's always trying to make sure. So you got to sneak some in to make sure that he's getting wild, and you can tell because if he's not on the dance floor, he's getting wild. Once he's at that level.
Once you got dance floor Dan,
Yeah.
you're good to go.
Oh yeah, there are certain circumstances that must exist.
Yeah.
For me to get full tilt Mycenac drunk, and that is
If you want Sanook Mac
you
Mac,
gotta have If you want that, it's gotta be. I gotta have definitely cocktails. It's definitely gonna be cocktails. I won't get drunk off of beer, and then it'll be like God, because we had so much fucking to drink.
yeah, and then you gotta.
There's
you
gotta be karaoke. There's gotta be karaoke. There's gotta be a dance floor, and then
he needs to be baited. You need to tell like a little bit of a self-deprecating story, and you'd be like, "Yeah, I got a funny story. This is a funny story." Tell your whole story, just enough so it piques Dan's interest. So he goes, "Ha! Well, I got a story." And then
the Mycenac is the one-upper story. You think you'd tell a good story, and then you got drunk Dan, then he tells Mycenac, and then you realized There is no better story.
Yeah, he is this story battle champion forever and always. We should get him a belt that says My Sinook. Any other questions? There's no more questions coming through now. I've read most of them.
Well,
I don't really want to do more.
We
Fuck,
said
Marry,
power
Kills.
hour. It's been an hour, so we'll give someone 2 minutes to make a call. If you want to call,
Give us
it's
a
your
call.
last chance. This will be the only call we take for Pod Week. What was it? 213-326-2456?
Yeah. Someone's asking if we know about
A matter of fact,
the missing 411. Yeah, I own all the books.
They're all upside down.
They're all
only one
over
upside
here.
down.
Yeah, we got them all over the place.
Dan's got one. We got like 7 of those books here.
Yeah, we're using them to prop up our lights.
Yeah, we got lights clamped to some of the
Extremely
books.
useful literature.
No, really interesting. The amount of people going missing in national parks is mind-boggling.
Kidnapped by
I still want to
Bigfoots.
do a case file on missing 411. It didn't pan out this week. We got too busy doing everything.
Having too much fun.
Too much fun.
Pod Week. That was fun.
Someone said, so basically, in order to hear the My Sinook story, you basically have to do the equivalent of completing all the tasks needed to kill Jason in the game Friday the 13th. I'm like, basically, and it's got to
Basically,
be perfect.
that's exactly right.
And then if you miss
Everything needs
opportunities,
to line up.
yeah.
Yeah.
And in certain sequence. I
Yeah.
won't tell you the sequence.
And if you don't do it right, just like the game, Jason's aware. Dan will know that you're onto him.
Yeah.
Shut it down.
Yeah.
You
It's
gotta be
tough.
real
Yeah.
stealth.
He just comes and chokes you to death.
No.
And he says, My Sinook, as you die. All right, well, let's wrap this one up. This was Pod Week, everyone. Thank you so much for supporting it. Oh, wait. Let's just check one
Did we
thing.
get there? Did you get there?
One thing.
What do we got?
400! Woo! We had set a
We've
goal.
done it.
We did it. We did it live on Pod Week. We set a goal, hoping by the end of Pod Week we had 400 Patreon supporters, and we
Just
got it,
hit it.
during the Power Hour. So thank you, everyone. Thank you so much for the support. We hope to do these more often, have Pod Weeks, but we can't do them without your support and help, and thank you so much.
Oh, yeah.
Keep those eyes on the skies.
Boop, 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 boop.